In the vibrant Indian business landscape, mergers and acquisitions, or M&A, are pivotal strategies that are driving business expansion and market dominance. A merger involves the union of two or more companies to form an entirely new entity, operating under a consolidated, expanded brand. On the other hand, an acquisition signifies the sale of one company to another, encompassing the complete transfer of ownership between entities. In an acquisition, one company takes over another, either through a friendly collaboration or in a more aggressive, hostile manner. For businesses in India, these strategies are vital for accessing new markets, eliminating competition, acquiring market shares, gaining expertise, and leveraging synergies. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of mergers and acquisitions, unraveling their significance and impact on the dynamic business ecosystem in India. Before we go further, please like our video and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to press the notification bell. Mergers and acquisitions, M&A, refer to the consolidation of companies through various strategic transactions such as mergers, acquisitions, takeovers, and joint ventures. 2022 was a great year for M&A in India, when the total M&A transactions in India was estimated to have been around 192 billion US dollars, while it fell sharply to 70.9 billion US dollars. This was mainly on account of the largest merger between HDFC Bank and HDFC Limited, which was announced in 1992. As we go forward, the M&A activity will increase dramatically. Indian companies in various fields will seek global scale and endeavor to be global leaders in their respective fields. So, we may also see significant growth in Indian companies acquiring large businesses overseas. There could be a few privatization transactions which could also drive the M&A transaction space in India after the forthcoming elections. In 2022, Tata Group made headlines by acquiring Air India, the nationalized airline. Tata's strategic move included merging Air India with Vistara, a joint venture between Singapore Airlines and Tata Sons. Air India had faced challenges for several decades, but Tata Group aims to revitalize the airline, restoring its former prominence. Similarly, Zomato, a leading Indian food aggregator platform, executed a notable acquisition by acquiring Blinkit, a quick commerce company, for Rs 4,447 crore. This move allowed Zomato, known for its food delivery and restaurant hosting services, to diversify its portfolio into the quick commerce sector, expanding its business horizons. The significance of M&A in the business landscape. M&A plays a crucial role in the business landscape by facilitating growth, fostering innovation, diversifying business portfolios, enabling market consolidation, and allowing companies to stay competitive in dynamic market environments. The significance of mergers and acquisitions. M&A enhanced performance. Mergers and acquisitions serve as strategic tools to elevate market performance. The combined value and performance of the merged entities often surpass the individual capabilities of each company. This improvement stems from synergies that may result in cost reduction, increased operational efficiencies, or amplified revenues. Accelerated growth. Opting for inorganic growth via M&A offers a faster avenue for revenue escalation compared to organic growth strategies. By merging or acquiring another company, business gain immediate access to advanced capabilities without the need for internal development, hastening their growth trajectory. Amplified market influence. Horizontal mergers provide companies with amplified market share and the authority to influence prices. Similarly, vertical mergers secure market powers by allowing control over the entire supply chain, ensuring streamlined operations without interruptions in the supply process. Risk diversification. Industries susceptible to cyclical fluctuations can minimize potential losses during downturns by diversifying cash flows. Acquiring companies in non-cyclical industries enables businesses to mitigate market risks and reduce exposure to industry-specific economic fluctuations. Tax advantages. M&A transactions often lead to tax benefits, primarily through the utilization of tax losses from the acquired company to offset the acquiring company's tax liability. While tax advantages are considered, it's crucial to note that M&E decisions are not solely driven by tax avoidance motives, as the primary focus remains on strategic business growth and value creation. We will now regularly take a detailed look at the prominent M&A transactions and cover them on this channel. Let's look at some of the legal framework that governs M&A in India. Regulatory bodies and laws that governs M&A in India are Competition Commission of India, CCI. The Competition Act, established in 2002, aims to regulate business conduct in India, prevent monopolistic practices, and foster a competitive market environment. It seeks to safeguard consumers' interests, curb unethical business behaviors, and deter the abuse of market dominance. The formation of the Competition Commission of India serves as a watchdog, monitoring ethical business practices and investigating anti-competitive conduct. This act also oversees corporate mergers, consolidations, and acquisitions undertaken by businesses meeting specific asset and turnover criteria. Sections 5 and 6 focus on exempted entities and prohibited combinations, while Sections 3 and 4 address anti-competitive behaviors and the establishment of dominant positions in the market. Companies Act 2013. In India, the Companies Act holds significant importance in regulating mergers and acquisitions. M&A. Sections 230 to 240 of the Companies Act govern the provisions related to M&A involving corporations, shareholders, and bondholders. The Companies Act of 2013 presents a modernized framework compared to its predecessor from 1956, effectively overseeing M&A activities along with the CAA rules. Sections 231 and 232 of the Act empower the National Company Law Tribunal (NCLT) to handle insolvency matters. Furthermore, Section 233 and Rule 25 of the Companies, Compromises, Arrangements, and Amalgamations Rules 2016 facilitate fast-track mergers, streamlining the approval process by requiring consent solely from directors, shareholders, and creditors. This approach significantly reduces administrative burdens, enhancing overall productivity. The provision outlined in Section 236 authorizes the squeezing out of minority stockholders, enabling companies to merge efficiently. Additionally, Section 237 assigns the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal (NCLAT) to arbitrate disputes arising from business laws. These measures collectively foster a fair and competitive environment for mergers and acquisitions, safeguarding stakeholders' interests and contributing to the advancement of India's economy. Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. SEBI regulates securities markets in India. It mandates disclosure norms, takeover regulations, and provides guidelines for companies involved in M&A, especially regarding disclosures to shareholders and the public. SEBI regulations hold significant importance for listed companies involved in mergers, acquisitions, amalgamations, and arrangements. When acquirers possess 25% or more ownership in a company, they are required to extend open offers to public shareholders. It's essential to provide clear definitions of the term control and its implications to avoid any misinterpretations or uncertainties. Foreign Exchange Management Act, FEMA. In India, both the Foreign Exchange Management Act (FEMA) and the Companies Act have jurisdiction over cross-border mergers. The introduction of Section 234 in 2017 specifically addresses international mergers. As per Rule 25 of the Companies, Compromises, Arrangements and Amalgamations Rules 2016, obtaining consent from the Reserve Bank of India is mandatory. Both inbound and outbound mergers adhere to international and FEMA regulations. The Income Tax Act of 1961. It defines amalgamation as the merging of at least one company with another or the merging of at least two companies to form a single entity. According to the Act, for a merger to be considered an amalgamation under the Income Tax Act, the following conditions must be met. All assets of the merging companies become assets of the merged entity. All liabilities of the merging companies become liabilities of the merged entity. Shareholders holding at least 75% of the value of shares in the merging company become shareholders of the merged entity. Approval processes and compliance requirements. Competition law and approval. M&A deals meeting specific thresholds must seek approval from the CCI to ensure they don't significantly impact market competition. The CCI assesses the potential impact on competition and grants approval accordingly. Shareholder and board approval. M&A transactions require approval from shareholders and the company's board of directors. Shareholder consent is obtained through voting and the board approves the proposed transaction after due diligence and evaluation. Regulatory filings and documentation. Detailed documentation, including merger agreements, due diligence reports, valuation reports, and regulatory filings, is mandatory for compliance with the Companies Act, SEBI regulations, and other relevant laws. The legal framework and compliance requirements governing M&A in India are intricate, necessitating adherence to regulatory provisions set forth by various bodies to ensure transparency, fairness, and legality in business restructuring and consolidation processes. The types of mergers and acquisitions are merger, amalgamation, and absorption. Merger. It refers to the combination of two or more companies into a single entity, pooling their assets, liabilities, and operations. In India, mergers are categorized as amalgamation or absorption. Amalgamation involves the fusion of two or more companies into a new entity, whereas absorption occurs when one company absorbs another and the absorbed company ceases to exist. Acquisition. Takeovers, buyouts, and joint ventures. Acquisition involves one company acquiring another entity's ownership, stake, assets, or controlling interest. In India, this can occur through various means. Takeovers. A company acquires a controlling interest in another company by buying its shares, gaining management control. Buyouts involves the purchase of a company's controlling interest or its entire assets, often resulting in the acquired company losing its independent existence. Joint ventures. Collaboration between two or more entities to undertake a specific business venture, sharing risks, resources, and profits while maintaining separate identities. One notable acquisition in India involves the collaboration between Flipkart, a prominent e-commerce platform based in Bangalore, and Myntra, a renowned fashion portal. In May 2014, Flipkart, the well-established Bangalore-based e-commerce platform, acquired the fashion portal Myntra for an undisclosed sum. Although industry analysts speculated the deal to be around $300 million or approximately rupees 2,000 crore, Flipkart's co-founder Sachin Bansal emphasized that this acquisition wasn't driven by distress. Unlike several smaller e-commerce players that had either shut down or been acquired recently, leaders from both companies aimed to create one of the largest e-commerce stories, highlighting their strategic collaboration. Strategic alliances and cross-border deals. Strategic alliances involve collaborative agreements between companies for mutual benefit, such as technology sharing, marketing partnerships, or research collaborations. In M&A, these alliances are formed without changing the company's ownership structure. Cross-border deals pertain to M&A transactions involving companies from different countries. India witnesses significant cross-border deals reflecting global investment interests and the integration of Indian companies into the global market. These various forms of mergers and acquisitions serve different strategic purposes, allowing companies to achieve growth, access new markets, gain competitive advantages, or foster innovation, depending on their specific objectives and business strategies. Now let's look at some of the trends in M&A in India. Sector-wise analysis. IT sector. India's IT industry has witnessed significant M&A activity driven by technology advancements, consolidation, and the pursuit of global market share. Healthcare. M&A activities in healthcare have surged, fueled by demand for improved infrastructure, technological advancements, and the need for better healthcare services. Finance. The financial sector has seen consolidation and strategic alliances, responding to regulatory changes, digitization, and market dynamics. Domestic versus cross-border M&A activities. Domestic M&A. There's a consistent trend of domestic M&A driven by companies seeking market consolidation, diversification, and synergies within the country's boundaries. Cross-border M&A. India has witnessed an increase in cross-border deals, indicating the interest of foreign investors and Indian companies in global expansion, technology acquisition, and market penetration abroad. Impact of economic conditions on M&E trends. Economic growth. Periods of robust economic growth often witness increased M&A activities as companies capitalize on favorable market conditions to expand and consolidate. Market volatility. Economic uncertainties or market downturns may lead to a slowdown in M&A activities as companies become cautious about investments and strategic moves. Recent noteworthy M&A deals in India. Examples vary with time, but historically, notable deals in India have included acquisitions like Tata Group's purchase of Jaguar Land Rover, Walmart's acquisition of Flipkart, Reliance Industries' acquisition in telecom, and various cross-border deals in the pharmaceutical and IT sectors. These trends in M&A activities showcase the dynamic nature of the Indian business landscape, reflecting the strategic maneuvers of companies across different sectors, their responses to economic conditions, and their aspirations for both domestic consolidation and global expansion. Some of the challenges and opportunities that revolves around M&A are regulatory hurdles and compliance issues. M&A transactions face intricate regulatory frameworks necessitating thorough compliance, which can be time-consuming and resource-intensive. Antitrust and competition concerns. Ensuring compliance with competition laws and obtaining regulatory approvals pose significant challenges during M&A deals. Cultural integration in mergers. Diversity in corporate cultures. Mergers often involve companies with different work cultures, values, and practices, making cultural integration a critical challenge. Effective communication. Bridging cultural gaps and fostering communication between teams is crucial for successful integration post-merger. Synergy creation and value enhancement. Operational synergies. Aligning business operations and extracting synergies from merged entities is essential for achieving the intended value. Value creation strategies. Identifying and implementing strategies to enhance shareholder value post-merger is a key opportunity for companies. Growth prospects and emerging opportunities. New market access. M&A can provide access to new markets, customer segments, and technologies, fostering growth opportunities. Strategic innovations. Collaborations and mergers enable companies to tap into innovative technologies and business models, opening doors to emerging opportunities. Navigating these challenges presents opportunities for companies to strengthen their operations, streamline processes, leverage combined expertise, and expand their market reach. Overcoming regulatory hurdles, fostering cultural integration, harnessing synergies, and capitalizing on emerging opportunities are pivotal for successful M&A endeavors. Now let's look at the prospects for the future of mergers and acquisitions in India. Emerging trends in M&A landscape. Technology-driven M&A. Increasing emphasis on technology acquisitions to stay competitive and drive innovation. Evolving industry focus. Shifts in focus towards sectors like renewable energy, e-commerce, healthcare, and fintech due to changing consumer behaviors and technological advancements. Strategic partnerships. more emphasis on strategic alliances and partnerships, especially in sectors demanding collaborative innovation and market expansion. Potential regulatory changes and implications. Adaptation to global standards. Potential alignment of Indian regulations with global standards to attract more foreign investments and streamline cross-border M&A activities. Strengthening competition laws. Amendments to competition laws to address emerging market scenarios and ensure fair play in the business landscape. What are the possible predictions for M&A activities in India? Expectation of sustained M&A activities driven by sector-specific consolidations, market expansions, and technological advancements. Anticipated rise in cross-border deals due to India's attractiveness as an investment destination and its growing significance in the global economy. Companies likely to focus on strategic acquisitions to strengthen market positions and capitalize on emerging market trends and technologies. The future of M&A in India appears promising, marked by evolving trends, potential regulatory changes, and a landscape ripe with opportunities for companies seeking growth, innovation, and market expansion. Adaptation to new industry norms, alignment with global standards, and strategic collaborations are expected to shape the trajectory of M&A activities in India. Mergers and acquisitions encompass various strategic transactions like mergers, acquisitions, and alliances, aiming to achieve synergies, growth, and market expansion. India's M&A landscape operates within a robust legal framework regulated by bodies like CCI, Companies Act, SEBI, and FEMA, involving compliance requirements and approval processes. Different types of M&A transactions, including mergers, acquisitions, joint ventures, and strategic alliances, cater to diverse business objectives. Trends in M&A reflect sector-wise activities, domestic and cross-border deals, economic influences, and noteworthy transactions in sectors like IT, healthcare, and finance. M&A activities play a pivotal role in fostering economic growth, technological advancement, market consolidation, and innovation within India. These activities contribute to the expansion of businesses, employment opportunities, infusion of capital, and access to new markets, thereby stimulating economic development. The future of M&A in India appears promising, marked by emerging trends such as technology-driven acquisitions, evolving industry focus, and strategic partnerships. Ultimately, the success of mergers and acquisitions hinges on the board's strategy, adaptability during implementation, and the commitment of involved parties. When equipped with clear objectives and a well-prepared strategy, mergers and acquisitions can indeed serve as effective tools for organizational growth and development. When armed with clear objectives and a well-devised strategy, mergers and acquisitions become potent tools for organizational development and progress. Thanks for watching. We hope you like this video on mergers and acquisition landscape and the legal framework in India. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel to encourage us to create more interesting and engaging content for all of you.